And now to put the latest developments in Iran diplomacy into context, we are joined from Tehran by political analyst and Middle East affairs specialist Mohammad Khatibi. Thank you, sir, for joining us here at this hour here on Today. Well, Mr. Khatibi, Doha talks wrapped with no breakthrough, and the question here that comes up is Islamabad MOU actually holding or unraveling?
So I think that the Islamabad MOU is largely holding, but there are so many sticking points right now, and the most important one is about the Strait of Hormuz. Iran wants its sovereign rights to be implemented in this strait, but I think that the United States is trying to pressure Iran to let go the Strait of Hormuz and its control by implementing a corridor in southern waters of Iran and nearby Oman. And I think that Iran will not let that happen right now because it is trying to push back against any plan by the United States or Oman side in the Strait of Hormuz. Also, there are important issues regarding Iran's nuclear program. I think that there are sticking points like the enriched uranium inside Iran that Iran does not seem to let go by whole, and there are issues relating to Iran's allies, including Hezbollah, that are still unsolved. And I think that these cannot be solved in just one or two sessions of negotiations or talks because of the 47 years of mistrust between Iran and the United States.
And look, Iran still refusing direct talks and is demanding the MOU terms to be honored first. How much leverage does Tehran really have right now?
So Iran showed that its system is resilient against attacks, decapitation of its leadership, and right now Iran is showing that it has control over the Strait of Hormuz, and its allies are capable to carry out operations against the United States and Israel, and they have the capability to relaunch attacks, and Iran did not use some of its options in the previous rounds of escalation, including the closure of Strait of Bab el-Mandeb, which was able to do that by help of allies, Houthis I mean, and also Iran was capable to target the Saudi and UAE pipelines, which Saudi Arabia was able to send lots of its oil from those pipelines through the Red Sea. Iran did not use them, and if the escalation happens again, I think that Iran will not hesitate to use these new options against the United States and its allies in the region.
And look, with the Khamenei's funeral procession running through the 9th, does Iran negotiating posture shift once that's behind them, once that's over? What's your take on them?
I think the core national interests will stay the same, and we have seen that in the choosing of new leader of Iran, which is the late leader's son, and I think that that negotiating posture will continue. Right now, there is a growing anger inside Iran about the negotiations because so many people say that the United States is violating the terms of this agreement and they are urging to retaliate. And I think that also there are growing voices that want Iran to reach a nuclear bomb because they say, the people in Iran say, that the United States and Israel killed the only person who refused to accept a nuclear bomb in Iran, which was the late leader of Iran, Sayyid Ali Khamenei. And I think that these people are gaining momentum because of the US repeated violations of the ceasefire agreement. And if these violations continue, Iran may retaliate.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us here, Mr. Khatibi.